Welcome to Atlantis Tarot. This is the tarot forecast for Virgo for the month of July, including late June 2025. So welcome, Virgo. So we are currently in the zodiac sign of Cancer, which is a water sign. It's emotional. It's maybe torrents of emotions or stagnant emotions, but nevertheless, it's emotional. So you are in your 11th house of group work, teamwork, and just moving on out there. It's a very sort of out there house, the 11th house. It's ruled by the sign of Aquarius, actually, and they are usually those really out there types of people we see. Entertainers, actors, all those sort of people. You can always bet on it that they're Aquarians. It's just how they are. They really forge their path very strongly. Okay, the energy is the Two of Swords. So you're mulling around about a decision to make. Now, it's not a massive decision, it's a minor decision, but it's sort of got you stuck in the headlights. So basically, you just have to make the decision and move on, or else this cycle will perpetuate itself and you'll end up being really frustrated, losing and wasting energy for no reason, and then going, oh my God, why did I procrastinate so much about making that silly little decision? But in the end, it's a blockage card. So it's blocking you from moving forward. And the solution is just to make that decision, Virgo. Stay or leave, whatever it is. Okay, so where you are right now, Scorpio, death, great transformation. So hopefully this means to you that you are through this great transformation, which has been hard. It's been good, it's been hard, it's been excruciating, but you've done it. And if you haven't done it yet, you're on your way to doing it. So this is big stuff, whereas this is little. So this is sort of saying, well, in order to get where we want to go, we have to sort of sacrifice and give up things in order to move on to a better place for ourselves. It's a bit like spring into winter into spring. You know, it goes on and on, that winter. It's horrible, whereas summer's over in a flash, but winter just drudges and drags on and on. But then at the end of it, you get the beautiful rebirth of everything in the natural world, and then we go, wow, we got through it. Same with the death card and the Scorpio. The Scorpios definitely reign supreme because it's their card. Big card, big energy, Virgo. So whatever is going on, I extend this out to one special friend of mine who has been going through a massive transformation, and I know she'll know exactly that it's her I'm talking to. Okay, so let's see how you got here. Influencing card, influencing the death card, and influencing the rest of the reading. And we have the Two of Pentacles. So things on offer, just balancing things too. No matter what this transformation's been, Virgo, it seems in true Virgo fashion, you have been juggling things. You have been keeping your head above water. You have been sort of putting into life despite this massive energy of the death card. So it's like there's two things going on. There's also decisions to make. Twos are always about decisions, so it's about making that decision, especially with the death card underneath it. It's like, okay, now it's time to go. You might even, for example, if you're looking for a job, just take 2 part-time jobs where you can go from here to there and there to here and just sort of balance. And, you know, because you're Virgos, you're very good at sort of getting things done. You're very good at housekeeping and keeping everything afloat. No matter what you're going through, you always show up. So I'm guessing, you know, decisions to make again, but recognising also that you're pretty good at day-to-day life. And if you haven't been, well, now it's time to sort of see that ability of yours and just get to it. Crack on. Okay, let's see the background. So we're talking May, June, and what was going on there for you. And mind you, Virgo, it's still current today. And we have the Three of Pentacles, another one of your suit Pentacles. We love it. This is about spiritual learning. So it's literally about lessons that we either are learning from a group or for yourself or from a group. So it's working well with others card. Now I know in some circumstances, especially these days, that is easier said than done. And everyone puts placards up and signs up and says, oh, we don't tolerate this and we do that. But often we can see right through that, and it's really not the case. However, personally, I would suggest working well with others, just sort of also moving forward with your spiritual learning and see what you've learned from these sort of circumstances that I've just described, particularly in your workplace or that kind of environment where it's been testy. And we have to sometimes, you know, really look at it and think, what's the point of all this? Like, what is the lesson I'm meant to be learning here? So, powerful card, actually. And as I said, apart from being an everyday sort of minor arcana card, it's also a very strong spiritual card here, Virgo. Recent influences. And we have the Knight of Pentacles, that Virgo, young, very loyal energy. This could be talking about yourself or your son or somebody in your environment that you trust, that is loyal and that shows up completely all the time. It's the one that you can, it's the only knight in the four knights really that you can trust. The others can be a bit flighty, etc. Not saying you can't trust them, but they're still immature. He's immature, but he has that loyalty badge already. Okay, so he's coming in. Slow moving energy is usually comes together with the Knight of Pentacles. So if things have been quite slow, that's for a deliberate reason. It's so that it soaks in, so that we go, okay, now I get the message. Now I get what spiritually I'm meant to be learning from this whole scenario I find myself in. And by looking at the Death card, we can see that that's been around for a while, because transformation indeed takes a while. It's not just a wand that waves and suddenly everything's gone from the middle of horrible winter to the beautiful, magnificent spring, in other words. Okay, let's have a look at your lesson you're learning. Page of Pentacles. So yeah, new hope on the horizon. There's something new that you can start from a seedling, literally, to water and feed, get it moving, get it growing, look after it, and it's going to really expand into something great for you, as long as you sort of abide by the simple thing of feed and grow, feed and grow. Very good. Also another Pentacles card, so we're really inundated with Pentacles, Virgo, which I think is great for you, because that's your comfort zone, that's where you live, that's how you, that rules your life, it's who you are. Beautiful card. And for some of you, it may be a child coming through that may come through in the next time of Earth time, which will be indeed Virgo in second half of August and first half of September. Near future. And then we have the pesky little Page of Swords. Now this is gossip, this is spying, this is people that are quite malicious in a way, just gossiping, carrying on, you know, loving to, we all like a bit of a gossip, I mean, we do, we're human, we love it. But then sometimes it can be very hurtful and not very well grounded in the truth. It can be just people just sort of add on what they want to add on, and before you know it, it's blown into a ridiculous proportion, so far from the truth, it's mad. Okay, so just watch out for people around, and watch out for what you say to certain people, because they, especially in the 11th house, because that's a time where we sort of kind of forced to be in a group or working together with others. So you need to take heed of this, Virgo. Just keep yourself to yourself around certain people that you know are quite big on the gossip front. So nothing you say, the less said the better. and then they'll make up what they're going to make up anyway. You know what I mean? But that's the thing. And it's things up in the air too as well. It's things aren't grounded here. So this is a very foreign territory for you guys. So just watch that and use your Pentacles energy that you've got here to ground yourself and rise above this kind of chatter. Okay, let's have a look at what's happening that you're not realising. The Chariot, so moving forward, emotional discipline, get those ducks in a row. Pretend you're going on a road trip somewhere and everything's got to be just so. You've got to have everything done. So this is a wonderful card, and this represents the sign of Cancer, so it's apt for this time. So this is a time where you can really move forward. You've had all this time to sort of get yourself emotionally disciplined. No matter what's happened, you can still get in your vehicle here and go off, knowing that you've done everything you can to make the journey, you know, successful and without too many hitches. Beautiful card to get. Great card. It talks about movement, so you could be traveling, you could be going somewhere, but make sure everything, and typical Virgo, you will have everything done to a T. Okay, let's have a look at how others see you. Four of Wands. Happy home life. Home life's good. Very cozy, very nice. Family life seems to be quite good too. Or this is how other people see you, which is nice. Everyone always sees the surface though, don't they? They don't see really what's going on behind the scenes, and especially with families, there's always something lurking behind the scenes, despite what we may show to the outsider people. Yeah, but nice card too, a consolidating card. So it sort of tells me that you're getting places, you've consolidated, you sort of have arrived at a spot where you're about to walk through a gateway to the next level of something. So a really nice card once again. Positive feelings. Five of Pentacles, feeling a bit left out in the cold. Now you're feeling positive about that, so there's no secrets here. Just go with that feeling at the moment, just standing out and apart from the crowd, and that's the whole energy I'm getting really for you guys. You're sort of not in that vibe at the moment to be ha-ha with everybody and socialising. You're just feeling a bit sort of out in the cold, but that's because great change is taking place. So you're more of an observer. If you have to be present at all in these sort of situations, you just observe. You don't really need to give anything away in this thing. It's transitory, of course. It's not going to last forever, but that's your positive feeling. So that's really important that you stick by that out in the cold type of feeling. It's interesting, especially with what I'm seeing that's been going on for you. The outcome. And we have the World, so we have the end of a cycle coming to fruition here, which is really, I think for you, you've got some major big cards here. Movement, end of cycle, transformation coming through, and all your minor cards are sort of stacking up to say this is how you'll deal with it. So you'll deal with whatever's going on in true Virgo fashion. And the World is indeed the end of that cycle, so you can really look forward to that actually, Virgo, and think, yeah, well, everything has a beginning, a middle and an end. It doesn't go on forever, even though it may feel like it. So beautiful card to end on. I'm just going to put an oracle card on that pesky little Page of Swords and see what the advice is by the oracle underneath that, under the surface. Because it's really kind of flimsy, the Page of Swords, especially in a Virgoan's book. They don't do flimsy. Okay. Perception. So it's all about your perception of what's going on. Let's have a quick little read of the important bits. Still haven't learned it. It's going on for 2 years now, Virgo, but anyway, we'll get there. This marker requires you to contemplate how you look at the world. Through what eyes do you see? Do you peer through those of prejudice or judgment? Are you viewing your present circumstances by projecting your past? This is the time to slow down, to observe from all angles. This calls for objectivity and a willingness to examine your life and others through a neutral pair of eyes. Within you, awareness is transcending your ego's separated sense of self. Rise above it, see through your soul, and know that things aren't always as they appear. This marker brings clarity and asks you to look and to wait. Perhaps all you need to do is relax and put on another pair of glasses. Then what is in front of you might magically be transformed. Thank you so much for listening, Virgo. It's a very interesting reading. Thank you.